Hi, I'm Michael with MST Adventures, and today I'm going to show you how to set up your Bote Breeze inflatable paddleboard. All right, so once you get to where you're going to want to go ahead and take everything out of the backpack that your Bote Breeze board comes in. First thing you're going to want to do is grab your paddleboard and undo the strap that holds it together. And just set that aside for now. Take a look inside because we might have included one of these 9-inch fins if you're headed out to one of the larger lakes. And just go ahead and set that aside for now. Then you're just going to roll your board out. With the board here, we've got the front and the back. The back is green, the front is blue. And in the back, there is a valve. So the first thing you're going to do is unscrew the valve. Set the cover aside, it should be attached with a string. And we're going to set up the pump. When you look inside the valve, you're going to see that there's a valve core that moves up and down on a spring, and a couple of little plastic wings there that line up to the pump hose attachment. So all you do, line up the little plastic wings, put the hose on, turn it 90 degrees, and it's locked in. Now you're ready to pump. This takes about 10 minutes or so, depending on how fast you pump. These are 2-stage pumps, meaning they have a little gadget in here that when it's connected and in, it will actually inflate the board both as you pump down and as you pull up. And you're going to start to pump. I recommend using your back more than your arms. Yeah, go for it. And if you have a partner, you can tag in, make it a lot easier. Okay, thanks, Corey. All right, so the next step in preparing your paddleboard is to disconnect the hose. If you start inflating your board and you take the pump off the board and all the air starts hissing out, you've left your valve stem locked in place. So all you have to do is press down on that and turn it 90 degrees to the right, and it'll unlock and it'll stop the air from coming out. Okay? Set that aside for now. And you're gonna wanna recover your valve. So, just put the cover back on, twist 90 degrees to the right, and you're good to go. The last part to finish setting up your board is to install the center fin. If you're running a river like the Rio Grande here in town, then you may not need this, because in fact it might actually be too shallow in some parts, you might get hung up. But if you're going out to a lake like Cochiti, then you're probably going to want to use the center fin to help you stay a little bit more straight as you paddle. So to do that, you turn the board up, you can even flip it over all the way. Grab your center fin. There's a little lock key in here, so you press the tab on the lock key, slide the lock out, okay? And then the fin simply slides into the center fin box. Once it's in, you take the lock key and you slide it back into the slot until it clicks, and you're good to go. So the next step in getting your paddleboard ready is to go ahead and put your paddle together. Your paddle will come in 3 parts. You'll have the blade, you'll have the shaft, and you'll have the handle. Start with the blade and undo the latch. And you're going to take the small part of the shaft, put it into the blade. I like to make sure that the latches line up. It doesn't really matter, it's just a personal preference. And then you're going to close the latch, okay? It shouldn't twist on you. The next part is to put the handle into the latch. So you're going to open the latch, slide the handle in. To align this properly, the handle is a little bit asymmetric and has a little bit more of a groove on one side than the other. So this is where your fingers are going to go. You're going to want to make sure that that groove side lines up with the back of the paddle blade. Then you can go ahead and close it. The last thing you need before you can get on the water is to wear a life jacket. Here in New Mexico, it's a state law that everyone on a watercraft, that includes canoes, kayaks, and paddleboards, needs to wear a life jacket. Corey? Thank you. So, we provide with every one of our rentals one of these awesome NRS life jackets. So the first thing you want to do is loosen all of the straps. That includes 2 shoulder straps and 2 straps on each side. On the right side of the jacket, there's 2 buckles. You can go ahead and unbuckle those. And then put it on sort of like a jacket. It's not too terribly hard to figure out. The big buckle goes with the big buckle, and the little buckle goes with the little buckle. Now, to position this properly, you want the life jacket to sit about the middle of your chest, okay? You don't want it up real high by your neck. You don't want it down low by your belly button. So you want to sit right here in the middle. And then you begin by tightening the straps from the bottom up. So tighten the bottom strap on each side, okay? And then move to the top strap on each side. And then the last thing you're going to do is tighten up the shoulder straps. All right, so it should stay put, shouldn't move too easily, but you should still be able to take a nice deep breath. Once you have your life jacket on, you're ready to go paddleboard.